Hi students, in the last class so far we discussed about the calculation of the capacitance of a single phase system, three phase system, and we got a magnitude of the capacitance as capacitance C per phase is equal to 2 pi epsilon naught divided by ln of D by R farads per meter, where capital D is distance between the conductors and R is the radius of the conductor. Now, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the capacitance of the single phase system with the earth effect. What is the meaning of this earth effect? Let us see in brief about the meaning of the earth effect in detail. So far what we discussed is, in a single phase system we know that there are two conductors and those two conductors are considered as conductor A and conductor B. These two are having a charges of plus Q and minus Q. So that air as a dielectric medium, these two live conductors with the oppositely charged conductors will have a capacitance. One acts as one plate with a charge of plus Q and the other conductor acts as another plate in a capacitor having another charge of minus Q. So that the capacitance between these two is called as capacitance between the two conductors is called as CAB, whose value what we obtained is CAB is equal to pi epsilon naught divided by ln of D by R farads per meter. Okay. So in order to have, and such a capacitance is called as line to line capacitance, that is capacitance between the two live conductors. In general, we can observe the capacitance not only in between the lines. Okay, so our discussion we extended with equipotential surface. With this equipotential surface, the two capacitors are observed which are called as neutral capacitances, and those two neutral capacitance are assumed to be connected in series with the value of CAN, CBN. So the magnitude of this CAN is equal to CBN, which is equal to twice that of the value of CAB. Such a surface is called as equipotential surface. So whatever the discussion, CAB or CAN, these two are considered in between the conductors only, without taking the earth effect. So the surface of the earth is also having zero potential. Okay. So if we see that conductors which are in the, real time, let me assume that this is of an electric pole. Upon this electric pole, there is a cross arm. Upon this cross arm, we assume that there are two insulators on either side of the pole, so that this is phase wire and this is neutral wire which is running over this transmission line. So far what we calculated is the capacitance that was existed in between these two live conductors as CAB. Okay, and we have assumed that there is an equipotential surface in between these two lines, so that line to line capacitances was divided into neutral capacitance. Such a surface is called as neutral plane also. They are called as either CAN or CBN. Physically we can show these conductors like this. That is, this is the capacitance effect considering only between two conductors. Okay. But now what I want to discuss in today's class is, this is the earth. Okay, surface. On this earth surface, we are placing an electric pole with the conductors running over that cross arm. Then see here, this is of with, let me assume, of plus Q charge, phase wire, and this is of neutral wire or return wire, we call that as return wire, with the charge of minus Q. Not only there will have a potential difference between line to line, between two conductors, you can also observe the potential difference between this live conductor and earth also. This is the earth. Okay, because this is at Q charge and this is having certain potential called VA. so that the voltage of the earth, we know that the earth voltage is equal to 0 volts. So that there will be a potential difference with respect to this earth also. So that the potential difference is Va minus 0, which is equal to Va. And here also the air acts as an dielectric. Then we can observe one capacitance called as capacitance of that conductor including earth effect. So the capacitance of the single conductor, conductor A, including earth effect. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about how to calculate the capacitance of this earth effect. Okay. In today's class we are going to see this concept, capacitance of a single phase system including the earth effect. Right. So as this is the earth effect inclusion, and here I have shown you a single phase system with two conductors. This is conductor A and this is conductor B with charges of plus Q and this as a minus Q. Okay. And these two conductors are running on the electric pole support at a height of h meters, small h. So this dotted line is the earth surface. So that you can observe here, this is earth surface, which will have a potential of 0 volts. Upon this earth level, the two conductors are assumed they are conductor A and conductor B with charges as plus Q and minus Q, and these two conductors are running at a height of h meters, and R is the radius of that conductor. D is the small d. Small d is the distance between the two conductors of this single phase. As we know that this earth surface is also called as equipotential surface with 0 volts. How do that equipotential will arise? All of us know that if this is an equipotential surface line or equipotential surface plane, then either side of this equipotential plane should have oppositely charged, then only that will become balanced. Okay, what I mean to say is, upon this equipotential surface called as earth surface, I can say for this conductor A as plus Q charge, it will have positive charge if and only if on the other side of the equipotential surface it should have with minus charge of the same amount, that is minus Q should be available. Then only you can say that one side of the equipotential surface is having certain charge of plus Q. So if you check it in the diagram, at a height h, we assumed that a conductor is running which is having a charge of plus Q. So for balancing with reference to this equipotential surface below the earth in a depth of h meters, we can observe one more conductor. Okay, that conductor is called as A dash, which is image of A, which is image of A, mirror image of A. Since I am saying that it is mirror image, it should have oppositely charged coulombs. Since A, main conductor, is having positive charge, to become this earth as 0 volts and with equipotential surface plane, then obviously its mirror image conductor should have minus Q charge. That is why A dash is having minus Q coulombs. At what distance it should be there? It should be equivalent to the conductor of A at which it was located, that much amount of depth. Since it is hanged at a conductor of h meters, you can observe that A dash in a depth of h. Therefore, I will call this A dash as a mirror image conductor of A. The same logic is applicable for conductor B also. What is conductor B? It is a return wire. Since go wire is having plus Q, the return wire will have minus Q in our analysis of single phase system. Then it is minus Q. When do you can tell that it is minus Q with reference to the earth surface? If at all, if it is having its mirror conductor at the same depth of h meters with the conductor named as B dash. So that now this B dash will have a charge of equal charge with opposite polarity to that of B. What is B? B is having minus q. Now B dash will have plus q with a distance of h meters from the earth surface below, that is depth. So now if you consider a single phase system, upon the earth surface what we can visible is of two conductors with the charges of plus q and minus q, with conductors named as A and B separated by d meters distance. The mirror images of those conductors A and B you can observe below the earth, because earth is at equipotential surface of 0 volts. Below the earth with a depth of h meters we can observe the mirror image conductors called as A dash and B dash with charges as minus q and plus q respectively. Minus q and plus q respectively. So totally we are having 4 charges. They are plus q minus q of live conductors and minus q plus q of image conductors. Totally 4 conductors. Okay. So this process of defining the charges with equipotential surface considering as earth effect is known as method of images. Then the capacitance of this single phase system with the earth effect can be obtained with the concept called method of images. The name itself says that it is method of images, nothing but mirror image, reflection of the live conductors. A dash B dash are the mirror image conductors of A and B. Once again I repeat the notations what we have used here. The notations are h is height of the tower where the conductor is hanged above the earth surface, and below the earth surface called depth the same h is observed with A dash. Next, small d is distance between the conductors. Distance between the conductors. R is radius of the conductor, and charges are for conductors A and B, the charges are q plus q and minus q respectively, whereas the charges for the mirror conductors, mirror image conductors are A dash and B dash with the charges of minus q and plus q. Minus q and plus q. Okay, these are the notations what we are going to use in our derivation part. Okay, so let us see how to write the potential of conductor A and how to write the potential of conductor B, including the image charges of A dash and B dash in detail. So coming to here, we can see the potential of conductor A, called as VA, the potential of conductor A called as VA, which is equal to, our general expression we know that it is in the form of 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught of, I am writing for conductor A, which we call it as self conductor due to a charge of plus q, then I have to write that as plus q ln of 1 by r. Okay. Next term is, this plus q is completed. Next term is minus q. In general what we know is, then plus of another term with a charge of minus q. Okay, ln of, it's a separation of the distance. Minus q charged conductor is separated with a distance of d meters. That is why I write here as ln of 1 by d. Second term. Next, the third term is related to the mirror image conductor. Right? Then what is the charge? Minus q again for conductor A dash. Then we have to write that as plus of, since the charge is minus q, I'll write it as minus q ln of, it's a separated distance of A dash from A. What is the distance separated? H plus h. Depth is h meters and height is h meters. H plus h, 2h. So I can write this as 1 by 2h. And fourth charge. The fourth charge is also an image charge. Image charge of plus q coulombs for B dash conductor, then I will write that as plus Q ln of 1 by its distance. What is its distance? I have to verify the distance between this B dash image conductor and reference conductor A. So that here it is an right angled triangle with the sides of 2H and D. This was D, distance D. So with the sides of D and 2H, a right angled triangle is there, and the distance between this A and B dash is its hypotenuse, which is equal to square root of 2H whole square plus D square, that is 4H square plus D square. Then I will write this distance as square root of 4H square plus D square. I repeat, total we are having 4 terms because of 4 charges available here. Those 4 charges are plus Q for conductor A, minus Q for conductor B, minus Q for A dash, plus Q for B dash. Okay, and corresponding distances are identified. Since it is a self conductor with a self charge of plus Q, the charged conductor will have its own radius R as a natural logarithmic term, ln of 1 by R. Next, this is minus Q related to conductor B, which is separated at a distance of small d. That is why ln of 1 by D. And next, minus Q. This is for conductor A dash. Since A dash is separated with 2H meters, then I am having a term ln of 1 by 2H. And next, this is plus Q for a conductor of B dash, which is separated with its hypotenuse, root of 4H square plus D square. Total 4 terms. Okay. If you take that Q as common in all the terms, then you can write this VA as VA is equal to Q by 2 pi epsilon naught, since Q is taken as common, and the terms left over are ln of 1 by R, okay, minus ln of 1 by D minus ln of 1 by 2H, okay, plus ln of 1 by hypotenuse distance 4H square plus D square. This was the term left over after taking Q as common. Then these 2 terms are in the form of ln of A minus ln of B, plus again these 2 terms are in the form of ln of A minus ln of B. Then you can simplify them and write it as ln of A by B. Then I can write that as, in the next slide I am writing here, the voltage expression VA can be written as Q by 2 pi epsilon naught, which was taken as common, and from the first 2 terms we will have ln of A by B, which can be written as ln of, if you check previously, ln of 1 by R by 1 by D, obtained as D by R. So the value in the first term is ln of D by R, plus, okay, so what is the next term? Ln of A minus ln of B, ln of A by B, that is 2H by hypotenuse. Then you will get the term as plus ln of 2H by the hypotenuse distance. The hypotenuse distance is 4H square plus D square. This much amount of potential we observe in the conductor A. Then what is conductor A for further simplification? Potential of conductor A is equal to Q by 2 pi epsilon naught of, this is in the form of ln of A plus ln of B. Ln of AB, you can write this as ln of 2HD by R into square root of 4H square plus D square. This is the term. Okay. This much amount of volts is observed for conductor A whenever the earth effect is considered. For conductor B, what to write here for conductor B? So potential of conductor B is equal to 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught is taken as common. With reference to B conductor I am writing here. So here also 4 terms with its own charge of minus Q. That is why I'll write here as minus q ln of 1 by r. Okay. So B conductor is over. Next, A conductor. A conductor is having a charge of plus q ln of, which is at a distance of d meters. So it is 1 by d in the figure if you recall. Right? Next, B and A conductors are completed. That is why two terms we got. And next, the image conductors. The image conductors are B dash and A dash. Now B dash. What is B dash charge? Plus q ln of, which is at a distance of 2h. What is this 2h? 2h is the meters separated from B dash to B. Okay. Next, one more image conductor is there. That image conductor is A dash. So that A dash is having a charge of minus q ln of. A dash is separated with corner B with its hypotenuse distance as 1 by square root of 4h square plus d square. This is the entire potential of conductor B, including the earth effect. Here also you can take q as common. Since it is B conductor, no minus q charge is there, that is why I will take minus q as common. Then the potential of conductor B is written as minus q by 2 pi epsilon naught of ln of 1 by r. Okay. Since minus q is taken as common, I will get minus here. Ln of 1 by d. Minus is taken as common, so here minus ln of 1 by 2h. Next, plus minus q was taken as common, that is why it is plus ln of 1 by square root of 4h square plus d square. If you observe, inside this bracket term is same for conductor A and conductor B at this stage of simplification. So that directly you can write this as ln of 2hd by r into square root of 4h square plus d square. And what is the term left over in the brackets outside? Minus q by 2 pi epsilon naught. So we can write further this VB potential as minus q by 2 pi epsilon naught of ln of the terms. The terms are 2hd by r into square root of 4h square plus d square. Whereas for conductor A it is plus q by 2 pi, the same term, 2hd by r into square root of 4h square plus d square. Okay. Now these two conductors are having its own potentials, including the earth effect. Make a subtraction of those two to get a potential difference called as VAB, which is equal to VA minus VB. Then VAB is equal to VA minus VB. So that I can write this as Q minus of minus Q. It is plus Q. So that Q plus Q, 2Q. So this value will become 2Q by 2 pi epsilon naught of ln of 2hd by r into square root of 4h square plus d square. 2 get cancelled and we will get the potential difference between the conductors A and B as VAB, which is equal to Q by pi epsilon naught into ln of, here further simplification I am doing, that is 2hd by r into, if I write this as 2h whole square plus d square, I am taking the 2h whole square as common term, then we will get here as 2h square root of 1 plus d square by 4h square. Further simplification. So that this 2h get cancelled. And we will get the term as q by 2 pi epsilon naught of, sorry, it is q by pi epsilon. 2 get cancelled, no, that is why it is q by pi epsilon naught of ln of, after cancelling 2h, then you will get d by R into square root of 1 plus d square by 4h square. This is the magnitude of the potential difference between the two conductors A and B. After getting the potential difference between conductors A and B, now we can write the capacitance between the two conductors of this single phase system. Two conductors of this single phase system having earth effect. Okay. So the magnitude of that is, right now I am continuing here. So the capacitance CAB, which is equal to Q charge divided by VAB. So that its value is now Q by, our obtained value Q by pi epsilon naught into ln of d by 2h get cancelled, R into square root of 1 plus d square by 4h square. So here also Q get cancelled in this ratio. And finally, what we get is the capacitance between conductors AB including earth effect, as which is equal to pi epsilon naught divided by ln of d by R into square root of 1 plus d square by 4h square. This is capacitance between two conductors. If I want the capacitance per conductor, then the logic is similar. These are the two conductors which are having a line-to-line capacitance of CAB including earth effect. This is the magnitude. Now if at all if I want to calculate the capacitance of that single conductor having an equipotential surface, then what is the procedure? Yes, these are the two conductors A and B separated with its equipotential surface plane, and you can observe the neutral capacitances here as CAN, CBN. So that this CAB of single capacitor we are splitting up into two different capacitors, and those two different capacitors are taken with reference to this equipotential surface plane. Then how these two are connected? These two are connected in series fashion. Okay. Then what is the value of this CAN, which is equal to CBN including earth effect? What we get is its value is equal to 2 times the value of capacitance between two conductors A and B. I mean to say the capacitance of this value CAN, which is equal to 2 times the value, means 2 pi epsilon naught. 2 pi epsilon naught divided by ln of d by R into square root of 1 plus d square by 4h square. This is the capacitance per conductor with reference to equipotential surface. Hope we completed the capacitance calculation including the earth effect also. Then what is important point here? The important point I am giving in the summary part, that is capacitance of the conductor AB without earth effect is equal to, let us revise all the formulas. Capacitance between two conductors of a single phase system without earth effect, which is equal to pi epsilon naught divided by ln of d by R for a single phase system. With respect to neutral, if you calculate the capacitance of the single conductor, then you can write this as 2 pi epsilon naught divided by ln of d by R. All the units are farads per meter. And the capacitance of a three-phase system, per phase value, whenever it is symmetrically spaced, then the capacitance per phase is given by 2 pi epsilon naught divided by ln of d by R, where d is the distance between any two conductors of a symmetrically spaced system. For an unsymmetrical spaced, capacitance per phase of an unsymmetrically spaced, default it is a transposed line. For this transposed line, the capacitance per phase is given as 2 pi epsilon naught divided by ln of d equivalent by R, farads per meter, where d equivalent here in this case we call it as cube root of DAB DBC, DCA. Okay, and also we extended our calculation for the double line circuit also. And last finally, in today's class we have completed that the capacitance between A and neutral, whose value is equal to 2 pi epsilon naught divided by ln of d by r into square root of 1 plus d square by 4h square. This much amount of capacitance we have observed between the live running conductor and neutral surface, including earth effect. So here we can discuss one simple point. H is the height at which the conductor was running from the earth. Since compared to this D value and H value, H is very high, very large value, because it was supported on an electric tower. Compared to the distance between the D, H is very large. Since H is very larger value and it is in the denominator part, so that we can neglect the term called D square by 4H square. Comparing to this unity, its value is very small, so that we can neglect it. And finally you will get this as ln of D by R. Means what I want to say is, the earth effect is negligible on the capacitance of the conductor. But still we calculated even then, and its magnitude is this much, whose units for all the cases are farad per meter. Then based upon the length of the transmission line, we will calculate the capacitance by multiplying it with those many meters. So with this topic, we completed the first unit, where we calculated the three basic parameters called resistance, inductance and capacitance. And fourth term is also there, called as shunt conductance. That shunt conductance is very, very small value, no need to calculate. So that we are leaving that. Finally, we concluded here in this unit 1 by calculating all those R, L and C values. Thank you.